The anime industry is known for churning out a lot of slice-of-life comedy and drama series, and they often take place in a high school. Some high school anime are just so charming, so heartwarming, and so funny that anyone who's getting into anime for the first time can try them out as an introduction to the anime world. At number 10, We Never Learn. With the ever-growing list of rom-coms coming out every season, We Never Learn honestly isn't anything home to write about. We just had a similar show called The Quintessential Quintuplets that aired a few months ago. That show came together as a teenage rom-com with harem content. Naruyuki Yuiga is an average high school student whose highest selling point is being a jack of all grades in high school, doing well in all subjects but not really excelling. One day, he's informed by his school's headmaster that he'll be able to get the school's VIP recommendation for college on one condition. He must tutor the school's most valuable honor students, Rizu Ogata and Fumino Furuhashi, in their worst subjects to a similarly proficient level. The story isn't too complicated, as it's just the struggles of the characters to study, which also involves them getting into comedic moments and find their goals along the way. At number 9, we have Say I Love You. Where do I even start with this anime? The title even gives off an exceedingly romantic, unrealistic atmosphere. If there was ever a competition for the most generic shoujo, Say I Love You would take the cake. Alright, let's think of it this way, and picture yourself in the story. You're an individual who has a troubled past. You have been ostracized by various circumstances, and nowadays, you don't give a damn what anyone thinks about you or your life. That is till you meet one of the hottest students at school who takes an interest in you. Your heart pounds, and for the very first time in your life, you give a damn about your life, and those around you, especially regarding that student. That, my friends, is where this anime shines. All in all, this is a pleasant series to watch. The relationship between Mei and Yamato is quite warming and realistic to what some of us may have experienced during our teen years. Ultimately, it's a rare little gem that deserves praise for its beauty. At number 8, we have Orange. The plot is quite open from the first episode itself. Nothing too suspenseful, as we're being introduced to Naho. The 16-year-old girl about to attend her second year of high school abruptly receives letters while on her way to school. The letters are from Naho herself, but 10 years into the future, who asks her youngest self to prevent her biggest regret from happening, and that is to save Kakeru from dying. Though initially skeptical, Naho eventually begins to read the letters as they predict some of the events that would happen in her time, the foremost being the enrollment of Kakeru, the main character, a transfer student from Tokyo to her class. Kakeru is quickly befriended by Naho and her friends. Through the letters, Naho also learns that something bad will happen to Kakeru. She decides to do the opposite of the events detailed in the letters in hopes of averting it. At the same time, in the future, Naho is now married and has a baby with Suwa, visits Kakeru's former home together with her friends, where it is revealed that they are attending a memorial for the long-dead Kakeru. What surprises them, however, is the revelation that Kakeru died not because of an accident, but suicide. Now it's up to Naho and her friends to save Kakeru of this timeline where the future of their selves failed. You guys need to watch this anime. It's so good that it will touch your heart. At number 7, we have Nisekoi. Nisekoi is about Raku, the head son of the Yakuza group, who, at 6 years old, met and fell for a girl he now does not remember. The only thing he does remember is that they made a promise to marry each other when they met again, and would identify each other by the locket and key they exchange. Raku has held onto this locket for 10 years in the hope of reuniting with her. He currently has a crush on a girl named Onodera, a friend from middle school, and hopes she is the girl he is looking for. His life is turned upside down, however, when he encounters the pretty, yet aggressive, Chitoge. And although they don't get along, through family circumstances they are forced to act as fake boyfriend and girlfriend. Nisekoi shows this hilarious fake couple as they develop their relationship in front of their friends and classmates. I'll say it from the get-go that Nisekoi was a highly enjoyable anime to watch, and I would recommend it to any anime fan that likes shonen, comedies, and tsundere characters. At number 6, we have Kokoro Connect. What would you do if you and your friends started randomly switching between each other's bodies? Or if your deepest, darkest desires were suddenly brought to the surface? Here we have a series that takes a supernatural storyline, adds some well-written high school romance, and plenty of compelling drama, and pulls it all together into one amazing package. Kokoro Connect is a story about 5 friends who end up experiencing an unnatural phenomena, where they switch personalities with each other and have their friendship tested. At first, the show seems like a slice of life anime with a nice gimmick, but the show offers more than that, I promise you. In just these first episodes, the viewer is perplexed with the question of what makes a person, their body or their personality. But the story continues from there as we see laughter, sadness, struggles with past experiences, and current issues of self-identity, relationships between friends, and so much more. Lighthearted moments are shown mixed with deeper and stronger emotional themes that have, at points, almost brought me to tears. So I recommend this one. At number 5, we have The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. Kion, your typical high school student, has long given up his belief in the supernatural. However, upon meeting Haruhi Suzumiya, he quickly finds out that it is the supernatural that she is interested in. Aliens, time travelers, and espers, among other things. When Haruhi laments about the lack of intriguing clubs around school, Kion inspires Haruhi to form her own club. As a result, the SOS Brigade is formed, a club which specializes in all that is supernatural. What's so good about it, you ask? Why, this anime is good enough to be deemed a milestone. It's simple, Haruhiism. It's a religion named after Haruhi herself. Her character possesses such a strong charisma that you can't help but feel attracted and entertained by her. Her comments throughout the show are comparable with no other characters in any series that I could think of. Kion alongside her completes the two so incredibly well that it's near impossible to not want to watch the next episode to see how the two will interact. The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya is, I feel I can safely say, a milestone in anime history. Much like in Evangelion, Suzumiya brings new light and brilliance to something we didn't know could even exist. It brings pure genius comedy and an excellent array of characters to keep you hooked. At number 4, we have Kimi ni Toroke. This is a heartwarming story about a girl named Sawako, navigating the awkward and uncertain path of high school and the important relationships she makes along the way. Sawako has been socially shunned by all of her classmates because they believe that she is creepy and has the ability to make contact with the supernatural. Sawako is a sweet and thoughtful girl. However, her awkwardness and inability to explain situations only furthers rumors of her weirdness, and provides great comedic moments. Sawako's story changes dramatically when she is befriended by Kazehaya, a kind boy who sees her for who she truly is. Kazehaya's act of kindness completely surprises Sawako, who is used to being ignored, and it is beautiful to watch her become more comfortable with him. One word, superb. I got hooked up since episode 1 because this anime looks like it's real. And by real, I mean no swords, magic, or anything of that sort. It portrays love and friendship as you can see these elements in every episode. Also, I love where this anime is going. It might get cheesy sometimes, but they did it so well that you have no choice but to go with the flow and be affectionate. At number 3, we have Ray Life. High school life really is the most unforgettable moments in our life. What if we missed every moment of it? Just like our main character, Kaizaki Arata. Arata is a total loser at the age of 27 after the tragic events that happened in his first job. He used to live as a loner and stayed brokenhearted. After losing his job, he used to apply to every company, but still gets rejected. And then he met Uga, a worker at Ray Life Company, who introduced him the medicine which can make a person look younger. He encourages him to work as a tester of the medicine and to make all of his mistakes right by going back into high school. This is Ray Life. The concept is good. Also, you'll have some unexpected plot twists. The show has many life lessons and an inspiring story. I love this anime, and you will too. At number 2, we have Angel Beats. The story is one of death, regret, and the hard realization of mortality, but also a level of satisfaction and acceptance by the end. The protagonist, Yuzuru, wakes up in a purgatory high school where some students are fighting an angel who they believe to be God's assassin, trying to force them to ascend to the next life. In reality, they are unable to move on from purgatory due to deep-seated regrets from their lives on Earth, because they all died at such a young age. There are so many quintessential life experiences that they never had the chance to enjoy, whether it's a loving relationship, pursuing one's passions, or overcoming a disability. Each character's individual story hits hard, as the fragilities behind their colorful personalities are laid bare. This anime will change you, without a doubt. It is funny, witty, and will make almost anyone cry. It expresses every emotion. If you're looking for a great anime, you've come to the right place. And at number 1, we have Horimiya. The story starts off simple. A lonely and reserved guy helps the popular girl's brother. They are both classmates and find out that they both have a different side to them outside of school, and thus begins their wholesome adventures as friends. For now, Horimiya may be a rom-com, but it does not stray away from presenting dramatic moments and developing the relationships between characters. So far, the The first few episodes work on introducing characters and creating a connection between the viewer and the cast. When I first started the show, I initially expected the back and forth flirting to drag on until the end. However, relationships between characters develop at a perfect pace, and it does not follow the same cat and mouse game that many shows display when dealing with who will end up with who. Overall, this anime brings unique assets that the rom-com genre desperately needed. And that's the end of our list. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Leave a comment down below if you believe that we missed any anime on this list or any that deserve to be on this list. And also, don't forget to like, share, and definitely don't forget to subscribe. As for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.